Brent, I've mentioned the equity markets. Is that generally the play for the next few weeks?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, we've had a good run, but investors are in a position where they don't want to lose positioning. They're not convinced that the US isn't reaching escape velocity, that Europe isn't going to continue to recover into 2014, and that China's also turned the corner. So, with bond yields still actually giving investors very, very low returns, equities still almost seem to be the default trade.
What are you doing now, and what are you advising clients to do now between now and the end of the year?
I think just taking down risk, really. I think there's a certain amount of event risk out there still, and markets are extremely thin. I mean, even though Europe is holding on to its gains over the last month or so, liquidity really has dried up. So you don't really want to be on the wrong end of that. And of course, the wild card remains is what if the Fed goes for a December taper? It's not my expectation, but it remains a possibility.
But back to Iran, though. We saw this deal. We saw the reaction in the market. How skeptical do you think is the market about how lasting this is?
Well, if you look at WTI, I mean, since Rouhani became president on the 1st of August, you've seen WTI off 13%. So they seem to be taking an awful lot on trust. And, the extra 2 or 3% off crude prices that we've seen overnight, to me, just seems like a bit of a knee-jerk reaction. As you said yourself, there's no net impact on Iranian supply. It's going to average about 1.1 million barrels per day. And if anything, it probably just reflects a slight decline in or increase in energy security through places like the Straits of Hormuz. But yeah, I mean, I think it's positive news. It's clearly boosting equity markets today, and in a broader sense, it's reflationary for the global economy.